All right, guys, super cool and very important arch exercise. And all we need is a coin and a pen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set the coin under the big toe right here of our foot, and we're gonna put the pen where our arch is. And what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna see if we're able to push the coin into the ground and raise the arch at the same time. Now, if I only focus on one and I try to raise my arch, I will pick this up and I'll realize that my coin is no longer pushed into the ground. If I focus just on pushing the coin into the ground, I will notice that my arch collapses and pushes the pen. So what we need to learn how to do is not do the arch exercise from our toe, which is a very popular exercise and not necessarily wrong, but we also need to learn the mechanic to fire our arch from the mid portion of our foot. So when we learn how to do this, we will realize that the coin gets pushed into the ground and the arch raises at the same time. So you can see probably on the other camera a little bit better that my arch is raising, my ankle is actually going back to a neutral position, and I'm pushing the coin down at the same time. Now, if we have sprained our ankle, had some type of shoe insert or an arch support for a very long time, this might not even be possible. Which is funny then is try it on the other ankle and see if you're able to do it. If you can, sometimes that will drive you crazy because you don't understand why you can do it on one but not the other. But that is good because then you have a reference point to what it should feel like. If you can't do them on either, then you really need to practice and get to the point where you're not pulling from the toe, but you're pulling from that mid portion of the foot, pushing the coin down and raising your arch up. When you've gotten to that point, you no longer need the pen or the coin. And what you're able to do now is do the exercise with your feet together. It's not a problem. You can have your shoe on, you can be in the bus, you can be at school, you can be standing in a line waiting for something, or you can even be in the shower. And as you get better at this, you're gonna realize the more you do them, the more you start getting a little bit of a burning sensation here, because that's you working the arch. And the next step is then to begin to lean your body weight forward a little bit, because then you have more weight on the front portion of your foot, and try it again. One, the mechanics are for some reason harder, which is kind of wild. But two, when you start to be able to do it, you will realize, because the weight is now more, that the exercise is harder. I would suggest going more towards a higher repetition of 30 to 45 of these, as this is not really a strength muscle, but an endurance muscle, and we really need to tire it out before we can kind of find its weakness, and do them throughout the day. So you really can't do this one too much. If you notice that it's getting a bit sore and tired, give it a break, but you should be able to fire this muscle correctly, really at all times, without the need of the pen or the coin.